The United States of America want to renew trade and ties with the Sahel region. This is absolutely shocker. Shocker, my friend. Ibrahim Traoré and other countries, the US is looking into them. And you know, when America comes, you either like the deal or it's big trouble. What's going to happen? The US wants to come back into the Sahel, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. So all the progresses must now be redirected with the supervision of the United States of America, or else we better find out about this. This is very hot, brother. But before we start this, we need to talk about something very, very interesting happening in Niger. Well, Niger has threatened the European Union. Niger said, if you don't treat me appropriately, you're not going to get the appropriate treatment from me at all. The time where the African people used to beg and bend over, it's over. This is crazy stuff, fellas. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping. You appreciate it. My name is Zack. Your first time, you are welcome. This is home for all of us. You want to know about the motherland? This is where you want to be. Okay. Any country, we're going to talk about it. Here we don't sugarcoat. We say things blatantly sometimes. Sometimes it looks like bashing, but it's okay. It's all for the good, for the progress. Thank you. Before you get going, can I ask you all to do this? Do this, please. Cost you nothing, but we feel appreciated. All right. Your first time, please subscribe so we can see each other every single day. Great stuff. We are going to Niger. According to an internal memo from Niger Diplomatic Service, citizens of several European countries who wish to travel to Niger must now apply their visa to specific embassies, not any Niger embassy. You know, every country has Niger's embassy, but Niger now will specify which embassy you can go to. Maybe if you want to go to Niger, the Niger embassy, even though it is in your country, you're going to have to go to the next country and find the Niger embassy to apply for a visa to go to Niger. Let's continue. People must now submit their visa application to Moscow, Ankara, and Geneva. Well, this is crazy. I mean, if I live in Belgium and there's a Niger embassy in Belgium, why do I need to go to Moscow, Ankara, or Geneva only to apply for the visa? Question mark. This measure is considered reciprocal to the treatment that these countries apply to Nigerian visa application. So Niger has restricted the issuance of entry visa by its embassies on several European countries. Fellas, in life you need to make yourself respected. You need to make yourself respected. If you don't make yourself respected, people will walk all over you. That's what it is. And this has been valid since the dawn of time. If you're a man and you don't respect yourself, your woman will disrespect you. And let alone if she's not even your woman yet, and you're all the way begging and running after her and supplying all the goods and stuff, they're not going to respect you. I mean, if you call somebody on the phone and they respond to you 2 days later, maybe you need to do the same. If you send a text to someone and they take 6 hours to respond, well, maybe you need to take 6 hours too. How about that? Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. I know it sounds pitiful, but sometimes you got to do that to train people to respect you. When you needed them and you send an emergency message and they don't respond to you within 3 hours, everybody has time, sorry. Everybody has their cell phone. People have time, they just don't have time for you. When they send you a message back asking a question, maybe you need to take some time too to show them what it is about. Well, this is happening because the Nigerian government has noticed the way the people from Niger are being treated in some embassies. So they are being redirected to specific embassies. Now, in Niger, when people want to get visas to go to Europe, normally they will go to the French embassy, okay? Because France was the country that was assigned the role of processing Nigerian European visa application. Why? Because France colonized Niger. Now, people from Niger will go to France and apply for the visa. Now, what has occurred now, people from Niger cannot apply for visa in French embassy in Niger anymore. Why? Because the relationship between Niger and France is broken. Now they are obliged to go to the following country, neighboring country, other countries to go apply for visa to go to Europe. Now Niger said, why should we go through all that? While in the meantime, you fellas, you people are coming to our country with no problem. I mean, why should a Nigerian person go to the following country looking for a visa to go to Germany, whilst a German person will just go to the Nigerian embassy in Germany and apply for a visa, go to Niger? It's not fair. There gotta be some reciprocity. So Nigerian Foreign Minister Bakari Yahoo Sangare wrote in an internal memo dated on August 20 that Nigerian citizens have faced difficulties in obtaining entry visas to Europe since the military coup in Niamey. The minister stated that citizens of the West African country have been forced to travel to neighboring country for visa procedures. Okay, that is unacceptable. Now, he also sent a letter to this embassy, to these European embassies in Niger, to Niamey, to say, listen, you need to fix this very quickly because this is unacceptable. Guess what he got as his response? Absolutely nothing. They ignored him. I mean, this is very, very common. This is what Europeans do in most cases. You call them, they ignore you. Remember when this group of people came into power in Niger, they called the France ambassador to have a discussion with him. They said, we are in power now. The previous president, Mohamed Bazoum, is no more. We are the power now. Please, you as French ambassador, come meet with us so we can have a talk. The French ambassador snubbed them. He didn't even look at them. He didn't even respond to them. That is when the problem started between Niger and France. Niger didn't want to keep France away right away. They wanted to kick France away when they called the ambassador and he refused to show himself in somebody else's country. Then France responded saying, we do not acknowledge you. We acknowledge the previous president, but I mean, this is my house. I just kicked out the president of my house. Now I'm the president in this house where you are a guest. And I am calling you to have a discussion and you saying, no, I don't recognize you. Well, you better get out, take your stuff and move. Now that is when the relationship went sour. Now Niger say, if you from any other country in Europe want to come to Niger, you need to go to a specific country. You're going to go to Moscow, you're going to go to Ankara, you're going to go to Switzerland. These are the only places you can go get a visa. Or else you have a problem. Why? Because every time a European country has an issue with a non-European country, all European countries side with the European country. Now, in this context, because France has got beef with Niger, all European countries have sided with France. Therefore, forcing Nigerian in Niger that wants to travel to Europe to go to a foreign country to go and apply for visa. Niger say this is not happening. You two going to go through the same process. Congratulations or what? I mean, at least for valuing themselves and respecting themselves. We gotta say congratulations. Right? Piga ma coffee. Piga ma coffee. Ale. Piga ma coffee. Yeah, there you go. Fellas, the United States of America wants to renew trade with the Sahel region. Crazy stuff. I mean, most of you thought that Donald Trump didn't give a continental about these people. You thought Trump really didn't care. Trump doesn't care about all that. Well, they're here. They're here. Since Trump's arrival in the White House, the United States has radically changed its approach to the Sahel region. The focus has shifted, brother, from development aid to commerce. They don't want to do development aid. They want to do business only. Now, Washington is betting on access on what? Minerals of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger in exchange for security support and terrorism. So, the United States of America used to provide help, US aid, to most African countries, including Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. This comes in many forms: food, investment into schools, and many other things. Now, before Trump came with Biden and stuff, they cut the relationship. Now, Trump is back. Trump doesn't want to reinstate this US aid at all, but he wants business with the Sahel region. The US wants to re-engage in the Sahel after suspending US aid, development aid, and military cooperation because they had military cooperation, but it's broken. They don't work together anymore. Remember, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are now very friendly with Russia. Well, the objective is very clear. They want to secure mineral access into these countries. Well, let me just remind you here that Niger has a lot of uranium. Burkina Faso has lithium. Mali has gold. So there's a lot of riches and rare earth to exploit in that region. The United States of America needs all of that stuff for their army, for technology, for geopolitical positioning. It's very important. So number one, they want access to the good. Do they want exclusive access? They said no. They don't want exclusive access yet. It's okay. This is what the American representatives say. No, it's okay. We can live with the Russians. Now, when you go to a place where your enemy is already there, you don't come and try to force them out. Let me put it this way for you. People who try to be with a woman who's got a boyfriend, this is what they do. Okay, I remember we were taught this when we were kids. Number one, you don't ask a woman if she has a boyfriend. If she really lacks a boyfriend, she'll tell you I have a boyfriend. If she doesn't say I have a boyfriend, she maybe doesn't have a boyfriend. Or maybe the boyfriend thinks he's the boyfriend. Or maybe, you know what I'm trying to say. If she really, really likes him, she'll tell you I have a boyfriend. Number two, if she tells you I have a boyfriend, you must tell her, I'm not trying to get you off your boyfriend. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a friendship with you. I'm just trying to get to know you. Your boyfriend is not my issue. Now, in some cases, when you meet low-life women, they will shift, from the boyfriend idea to other things. They're not very loyal. Unfortunately, you find a lot of people that are not loyal. Now, in this case, the United States of America look at Russia as the boyfriend of these countries. And he doesn't want to say, kick your boyfriend away. Because, my boyfriend has been faithful to me for the past 2 years and a half. He supported me against the Europeans and stuff. Why must I kick him away? Even though I know America is more flashy, it looks more interesting, but why should I kick him away? The boyfriend has shown some loyalty. I don't know about you, but the best way to enter is just allow us to be together, and then very slowly things are going to go south. Number two, the objective of the US is the United States is increasingly concerned about the growing influence of Russia and China in Sahel. Obviously, these countries have strengthened their ties with military governments and particularly by offering security agreements and investing in mineral resources. I mean, Russia has invested tremendously in arming these countries, providing drones and military. China has invested drastically in many areas. So the US wants to position itself. As you see, fellas, it's all about control. You need to control these African countries. You need to have geopolitical position. Niger kicked out Americans, remember that? They asked them to leave the country. And one American said, let's go and bomb them. I mean, listen to this guy speaking.
The government in Niger is using the well-being and health of our service members as leverage to get what they want out of our government. Our troops aren't getting medicine for malaria, for cholesterol, for their blood pressure, chronic conditions. And I've received the letters from the wives, from the fathers of the people who are in Niger now, and they say, we know that our family members are being extorted by the local governments when they try to leave, hundreds of dollars to even bring a bag through the airport. We know that Russians are behind the wire. You know what a real U.S. president would do? Say that C-130s are on their way to Niger today with the water and the medicine and the food our troops need, that they will have a full fighter pilot escort there. And if the Nigeri government or any other third world thug tries to even turn on their air defense systems, we should show those leaders and those thugs what the target package looks like on their houses and their family members, because it should not be Americans that are suffering because President Biden and Blinken are so embarrassed that their strategy in Africa failed that they're willing to let Americans' conditions deteriorate. They're willing to let our military spouses and family members wonder what's going to happen to their loved ones with their blood pressure rising and no blood pressure medication, or concerned what will happen now that we're in May and there's not sufficient malaria medication. We should always keep our people's well-being at the forefront of our minds. And today we should be resupplying our troops in Niger, Africa, and we should dare these thugs and criminals to mess with us while we're doing that. This is a total embarrassment.
He says, why did we allow our people to leave Niger? We shouldn't have left in the first place when they asked us to leave. This is a free country saying leave our country. Now this senator saying we shouldn't have left because we are the United States of America. We should have gone, take some B-12, whatever, and bomb them. You know what I'm saying? Now America sees, perhaps we shouldn't go that way. Let's go friendly. Let's go with niceness. Let's see how it goes. That's what it is, fellas. Niger, number one, is reciprocated toward Europe. From now on, all European countries must go to specific places, either Moscow, Ankara, or Geneva to ask for visas. No more going to the Nigerian embassy in your country. In Italy, you will not. In Portugal, you will not get a visa. In Greece, you will not get a visa. You need to go to Ankara, Moscow, or Geneva. Why? Because Europeans have made it in a way that Nigerian in Niger that wants to go to Europe have to travel to foreign countries, neighboring countries, in order for them to get visas. Is this a good thing or not? Let me know how you feel about that. God bless.